Aging is a mysterious journey, a journey that we all take but few truly understand. Is it a descent into decline, illness, and regret, or an ascent to wisdom, inner peace, and a new self-awareness? How to deal with the challenges that inevitably arise from wrinkles that mark time to health concerns, and how to live every day to the full, savoring the beauty of every moment? If these questions nag you, if the passing of time causes you anxiety and uncertainty, if you wonder how to find meaning and purpose in this phase of life, then this Zen story is for you. Through the words of the venerable monk Hiroya, you will discover 11 secrets for peaceful and fulfilling aging. It will be a path to personal fulfillment and authentic happiness, even when your hair turns gray and your bones a little more fragile. In fact, if you stay until the end, you will discover the 11 secrets to peaceful and fulfilling aging, revealed by the venerable Buddhist monk Hiroya. But before continuing, if you haven't already done so, subscribe to the channel and activate notifications so that you are informed when we publish new content for your spiritual growth. The morning sun filtered through the bamboo leaves, casting plays of light on the path that led to the ancient Buddhist monastery. A group of pilgrims, coming from every corner of the country, had gathered in the courtyard, eager to listen to the words of the venerable monk Hiroya. Among them was Sophia, a woman in her 60s, with eyes full of curiosity and a hint of apprehension about the future. Next to her sat Marco, a man in his 70s, with a serene expression and a kind smile. There was also Elena, a woman in her 50s, in the midst of an existential crisis, and Carlo, a man in his 80s, who had lived a life full of successes and disappointments. Hiroya, with his eyes shining with wisdom and his warm smile, stepped forward and began to speak. Dear friends, I am honored to share with you my experience and my reflections on aging. As you know, aging is an inevitable phase of life, but does not have to be a period of decline or suffering. On the contrary, it can be a time of profound spiritual growth, inner peace, and renewed joy in life. Sophia raised her hand, asking, Master Hiroya, how can we avoid falling into the pitfalls of old age and fully experience this phase of our lives? Hiroya nodded, replying, there are some common mistakes that people tend to make in old age, mistakes that can hinder their physical, mental, and spiritual well-being. Today, I would like to share 11 of these mistakes with you, hoping that this knowledge will help you navigate through this phase of life with wisdom and serenity. The first mistake, and perhaps the most serious, is neglecting your physical health. Our body is a precious temple, and we must take care of it with love and respect, especially as we age. Regular exercise, a healthy and balanced diet, and periodic medical checkups are essential to keep the body strong, flexible, and resistant to disease. Marco intervened, asking, Teacher, what types of physical exercise do you recommend for older people? Hiroya replied, Exercise doesn't have to be strenuous or boring. A simple walk in the park, a gentle yoga session can be enough. Or even dancing to your favorite music can be important and do wonders for your physical and mental health. The important thing is to find activities that you enjoy and that you can practice regularly. For example, Tai Chi is an ancient Chinese martial art that combines slow, fluid movements with deep breathing and is particularly suitable for older people. Swimming is also a great option, as it is a low-impact activity that works the whole body. The second mistake is ignoring mental health, continued the monk. The mind, like the body, needs to be nourished and cared for. Meditation, reading, learning new skills, and maintaining meaningful social relationships are all ways to keep your mind active, stimulated, and resilient. Sophia nodded, commenting, I have always loved reading and learning new things. I think I will continue to do so even into old age. Hiroya smiled, adding, Reading is a great way to keep your mind active and stimulated. You can also try learning a new language, playing a musical instrument, or painting. The important thing is to find activities that you are passionate about and that challenge you mentally. Also, don't be afraid to ask for help if you need it. Therapy, counseling, and support from friends and family can make the difference between a life filled with joy and one marked by suffering. The third mistake is a lack of financial planning. Older age can bring unexpected financial challenges, such as high medical bills or the need for long-term care. Planning ahead, saving regularly, and investing wisely can ensure your financial security and peace of mind. Marco used aloud, "I've never given much thought to financial planning for retirement. Maybe I should start doing that." Hiroya encouraged him, saying, "It's never too late to start planning. Consult a financial advisor if necessary. A solid financial plan can free you from money worries and allow you to fully enjoy your golden years." For example, you might consider investing in pension funds, life insurance, or real estate. The important thing is to diversify your investments and choose options that fit your risk profile and your financial goals. While the disciples listened very carefully, the monk continued with the fourth mistake: social isolation. We humans are social creatures, and we need meaningful connections to thrive. Isolation can lead to loneliness, depression, and even physical illness. Keep in touch with friends and family, participate in social groups, and seek out new friends. Sophia shared her experience. "After my husband died, I felt very alone. Then I started attending a reading group and met wonderful new people. Now I feel much less alone." Hiroya nodded, adding, "Volunteering is a great way to make a meaningful contribution to the community and enrich your social life at the same time. You can volunteer in a retirement home, a hospital, a school, or any other organization that stimulates you and makes you feel useful." The fifth mistake that is often made is maintaining toxic relationships with people who only bring negative emotions into your life. These relationships, in fact, can drain your energy, undermine your self-esteem, and damage your mental health. Learn to recognize toxic relationships and have the courage to walk away from them. Surround yourself with people who love you, respect you for who you are, and support you. Elena intervened, her voice trembling. "I have a friend who constantly criticizes me and gives me a sense of inadequacy. I don't know how to get away from her." Hiroya responded kindly, "I understand that it can be difficult, especially if it's a long-standing friendship. But remember, you deserve to be treated with respect and love. If this friendship gives you negative emotions, maybe it's time to distance yourself." You may start seeing her less often, not answering all her calls, or not sharing your innermost thoughts with her. If necessary, you can also talk to her openly about how you feel and explain why you need to distance yourself. The sixth mistake is underestimating the importance of hobbies. Hobbies are not just a pastime. They are a way to express your creativity, learn new skills, and keep your mind active. Spend time every day doing something you're passionate about, whether it's painting, playing an instrument, gardening, or simply reading a good book. Carlo raised his hand, asking, "Master, I have always worked a lot and I have never had time to cultivate hobbies. Now that I am retired, I don't know where to start." Hiroya smiled, replying, "It's never too late to discover new interests. Try different activities and see what you like best. You could join a cooking class, a chess club, or a hiking group. The important thing is to experiment and have fun." The seventh mistake is denying the need for help. As we age, we may need assistance with daily activities or managing our health. Don't be afraid to ask for help when you need it. Accepting help is not a sign of weakness, but of wisdom and strength. The eighth mistake is sharing your personal plans prematurely. Revealing your goals and plans before they are well established can expose you to criticism, doubt, and negativity. Wait until you are sure of your plans before sharing them with others. The ninth mistake is resisting necessary changes. Life is constantly evolving, and we too must adapt to the changes that advanced age brings with it. Refusing to change your habits, your home, or your lifestyle can lead to frustration, isolation, and even danger. Elena intervened again, sharing her concern. "I'm afraid of not being able to adapt to the changes that advanced age will bring. I still feel young at heart, but my body isn't what it used to be." Hiroya reassured her, "It's natural to feel some resistance to change, but remember that change is an inevitable part of life. Instead of fighting it, try to embrace it. For example, if you have difficulty climbing stairs, you may want to install a stair lift or move to a home that doesn't have stairs. If you feel tired more easily, you may want to reduce the pace of your activities or delegate some tasks to others. The important thing is to listen to your body and your needs and find creative solutions to adapt to the changes." But one of the worst mistakes, perhaps the most devastating, is losing hope and the joy of living. Older age can bring challenges and losses, but it doesn't have to extinguish your inner spark. Cultivate gratitude for life's blessings, find beauty in the small moments, and keep hope alive in your heart. Carlo, who had been listening in silence the entire time, spoke in a hoarse voice. "I lost my wife a few years ago, and since then, I feel as if I've also lost the joy of living. I don't know how to find her again." Hiroya approached and placed a hand on his shoulder. "The loss of a loved one is one of life's most painful experiences," he said gently. "But remember that the love you shared with your wife has not faded. She still lives within you, and you can honor her memory by continuing to live a full and meaningful life. Try to focus on the good things you still have in your life, like your children, your grandchildren, your friends, or your hobbies. Try to find new passions and interests, and don't be afraid to ask for help if you need it." "The 11th mistake is to stop dreaming," said the monk, addressing all those present. "Dreams have no age. Continue to desire, to plan, to cultivate your passions. Life is a wonderful adventure. Never stop exploring it." Hiroya addressed everyone with a radiant smile. "Dear friends, old age can be a time of great joy, growth, and fulfillment. By avoiding these common mistakes and embracing the wisdom that life offers us, we can grow old with grace, serenity, and a heart full of love. Remember, life is a precious gift, and every day is an opportunity to love, learn, and grow. Don't let advanced age deprive you of the joy of living. Embrace every moment with gratitude and enthusiasm, and you will discover that life can be wonderful at any age." The pilgrims listened to Hiroya's words with deep attention and respect. His words, full of wisdom and compassion, resonated in their hearts, inspiring them to live their advanced years with courage, dignity, and joy. And as the sun began to set, Hiroya bid farewell to the pilgrims with a blessing. "May you find peace, happiness, and fulfillment in every stage of your life. May you grow old with grace, wisdom, and a heart full of love." The pilgrims left the monastery with a renewed sense of hope and determination, ready to face the challenges of old age with the wisdom of the monk Hiroya as their guide. Sophia, Marco, Elena, and Carlo looked into each other's eyes, aware of having received a precious gift, the wisdom of a man who had dedicated his life to the search for truth and happiness.